the landslide victory that they reached in this referendum. Danny, to begin our exchange here, our conversation in this special program, how do you describe, how do you see the developing, the holding of this referendum, and now that we know the results, what they represent?
This is an important demonstration of Venezuelan unity before the ongoing hostility of the U.S. government and of private capital that wants a slice of this extremely rich Essequibo region. The Venezuelan people and their Bolivarian leadership do not have any beef with their neighbors in Guyana. Their beef is with ExxonMobil and these corporations who for decades now and centuries have sought to divide and conquer in order to control one of the most mineral-rich and gas and oil-rich regions in the entire world, and that is South America. So to see this resounding show of unity is certainly significant. I think we have to contextualize this latest U.S. proxy. It's not a proxy war, but certainly it's a proxy informational war using Guyana. We have to contextualize it because Brazil has gone left last year with the victory of Lula over Bolsonaro and over fascism. And look at Colombia. Colombia has historically been the largest U.S. base in the region, more than 9 U.S. bases in Colombia. And they haven't been able to weaponize Colombia and Brazil in the same way. So now they're trying to weaponize Guyana.
Danny, seeing the will of the Venezuelan people that came out peacefully to vote, and as you were saying, the discourse from the Guyana side, they have played the part of a victim that they feel they're going to be invaded, they're going to be attacked by Venezuela. But this has been a stance that has been clearly defended by the Venezuelan authorities, that the situation, the dispute has to be resolved through the 1966 Geneva Agreement, only through dialogue and negotiations to settle this peacefully. There's never been an expression of aggression against Guyana. So what is the intention of Guyana acting as the victim in this role?
That's because Laura Richardson in the U.S. Southern Command, as well as the Germans and the imperialists of yesteryear who continue to want to devour the Essequibo region for their own self-interest in all of Venezuela and all of South America. This vote shows that the Venezuelan people are standing firm in defense of their national interests. What a shame that President Irfan Ali in Guyana, the Guyanese people are a proud people. What a long history of anti-imperialist struggle from President Chetty Jagan to Dr. Walter Rodney, and of course the slave rebellions and in centuries past. I think the Guyanese people can also see that they are being used by the imperialist powers with these divide and conquer strategies, but nationalism can be a very deceptive thing. So popular education and critical information in social media coverage is so important right now at a time that they're trying to use this small, often forgotten Caribbean and South American nation against its much bigger neighbor, Venezuela. But to insinuate that the Venezuelans somehow have a military intention, that they somehow represent a threat to Guyana is ridiculous. This referendum today was more of a diplomatic exercise to show that the Venezuelan people don't trust the International Court of Justice, which may have a highfalutin sounding name, but certainly does not represent justice and does not represent a truly international community. When they say international community, it's a euphemism that means U.S. interests along with their underlings like the English and the French.
Danny, I'm going to ask you please to hold on a moment because we have to connect with our special set in the headquarters in Caracas. But we're going to be right back with you to continue talking about the referendum